I've already done the cutout of Patterson, and I covered it in a different spot in the video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and hit Command E and have it pull up this picture in Lightroom, and I'm sorry, in Photoshop, and we're going to start adding pictures to the poster. And I'm going to pick this one as well. We're going to hit Command E there and pull it up in Photoshop. Okay, so we're going to start with this picture where I've already done it. And I got lucky. I got him at just the right angle where I don't have a lot of stuff coming through on him for his helmet. So I didn't have to do a lot of work. So we'll copy that image and we'll go to the left poster. No, we want the right poster. The right poster where he's going to be looking to his, well, on the right side. The pictures are going to be on the right. And we'll paste him in there, and it went below the layer. We're going to move him up here where he's in good position. And he's a bit tall, so we're going to shrink him a little bit. Click the link up there so that the proportions stay the same. Move him above the class of 13. Let his helmet intrude a little bit on the top thing and click the check mark. And that'll get his cutout onto the poster. And then we'll see how much we can do with these. So we'll select the whole picture here and copy that, go back to the poster, and we'll select the top picture, picture 1, and just paste. And that puts it into the whole frame, and of course we don't see very much in the cutout. So we'll get the transform tool, and we'll drop it down to about 50%, link it up, and what happened there? So let's try it again. 50%, link it up, and kind of position it, and now we'll just drag and see if we can't get him in the picture here. And let's blow the whole thing up a little bit so we can see where we're at. Shrink this a little bit this way. Give him a little headroom. And so we have a picture inserted. And that one's okay, but I'm a little worried about the second one. So we'll come over here, select all of this, and we'll go to picture 2. And we'll paste that in. And that put his stick right behind there. So let's see what happens with this picture when we size him a little bit. Pick 40% here, see if that looks any better. And there he is. So we're still smaller than 40%. And now let's see if we can position this guy somewhere. Tell you what we'll start is we'll put him above picture 2, which is going to put his stick over there. And let's see if we can move him anywhere that makes sense. And what we can do we can put him there, and his stick intrudes a little bit into the picture, but he completely overlays the class of 13. But we have all this room to move that, and since that's a smart object, we'll come in here, double click on the smart object, and we'll select in there the class of 13, And we'll just slide that over, and that's going to take a long time doing it that way, so we'll drag it. And just drag it all the way over to this side and save it. And as a result of saving that, that will cause it to be in the other place on the main picture. The final steps to this, double click on each of the text fields and add the player's name and number. Boy, I'm not even thinking. And select that. Now, on the final poster, I like for the letters to be white with the black and orange border. You can't do that with a font. And so the trick I play with that is I select these two layers and I duplicate them. And then from there, I do rasterize type. So now they're just raster images. And there I merge them just simply because it's easier. And I come over and I get my paint bucket and I paint each of the letters. Now I end up leaving the font layers in there. They're below this. So, but if I did something stupid like spell the name wrong, then I can delete this and do that process over again. If the name doesn't fit, then I have to shrink the font, and that will mess everything up. So you have to start over, not really start completely over, but you have to start over with the fonts here, and you just delete the rasterized type. So the final piece of this is the head and shoulders, and it basically works the same way that I've done the other two, and I don't have a head and shoulders shot of Nick at this point because he wasn't at the championship game where I took those shots with the trophy. So at this point we are close to having his poster done, and we're going to do save as and name it so I don't lose it. And I still have my left and right posters, and if I reopen the right poster at this point, the EHS class of 13 is going to be back over on the left. So that's all there is to building the poster.